By the end of this video, you guys will learn how to properly trade change of character with much more better probabilities and much lesser fake outs, no more confusions. So I'm gonna be clarifying every single thing that I did had a problem before when I first started trading change of character. Before we begin, I know most of you guys already know what a change of character is, but I'm gonna be showing you guys a better clarification for it. But first, we're gonna be looking into how to properly market. So a change of character is technically when the trend is heavily pushing to the downside, something like this, and suddenly you do have your first breakout right here. A lot of people would look at this level as a really valid change of character, something like this, right? And they would suddenly look at this area as a breakout, and they would look for a really good entry right here. Now that is also somewhat correct, but if you guys want to be making it into a higher probability, you guys gotta wait. Don't skip any part of this video. We're gonna get into it. I want you guys to be focusing on what we're looking to the charts right here. Now we do have a lot of change of characters being presented in the market right now. This one is a low, this one is a high, this one is a low, this one created this push to the upside. People are gonna be thinking that, hey, once market does this is probably like a change of character now. No. In order for it to become a change of character, you gotta be waiting for a breakout like this. So if you have this breakout right here, this blue line like this blue circle, this already completes your entire change of character. Now market will start from this to the top, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down again, and people will most likely mark like this, but that's wrong. You want to be marking all the way right here to the highest where it creates this breakout. And you can see that this was the high before the pullback. So once you have something like this is already equivalent to the one I was showing you earlier, which was looking something like this, right? You can see market went down, up, and now you're gonna be playing the pullback all the way right here. But here's the thing though, if you guys are just gonna be blindly trading change of character without following one of the confluences I'm gonna be showing you guys later on, well, you guys are gonna be having a big problem on having a really good hit rate. Now with that in the way, one of the first rules I want you guys to follow is never ever trade change of character without a higher time frame point of interest. This is one of the most important crucial aspect that you guys need to follow, because if you guys don't have a higher time frame point of interest, you guys are just trading this one right here blindly, and that is probably why you guys are hitting a lot of your stop losses. Hey, let's be real. Sometimes you will probably have a slight rejection and you think it's working, but in the end you would just hit your SL. So that is one of the most important things that you have to look at. So the second one is gonna be a multi-time frame change of character, right? What people would call it as chalk. Okay, so a multi-time frame change of character is when you guys have a hard time frame POI, you gotta be looking for a reasonable time frame to go. Now most people, if you have an H4 zone, they would wait for the M1 for a confirmation. That's brutal. Don't do that. You guys are gonna be losing so much money that way. Okay, because if your zone is this big, why are you guys waiting on a very small micro time frame like this? So what I suggest you guys to do, if you have an H4 level, wait for at least M15 to have a really clean structural shift in the market. Okay, if you guys want to be safe in trading change of character, wait for a really simple market structure shift, something like this. Moving on, I'm gonna be showing you guys this screenshot right now in the screen right now. This is gonna be the trade that I did take recently onto that big pump we had on March 27. And yeah, so we're gonna be diving into that right now. Before we move on, I just want you guys to take a look at this lad over here. He's absolutely killing it. He just joined 2 days ago. He deposited around 500 pounds. He now has a withdrawal of over 800 pounds. That means he made a close net PNL 1,200 pounds, like that easy. And just recently today, you can see he deposited around 500 pounds in the start of the week, withdrawn already 1.5k, 500 pounds to 4.7k in 4 days. This guy is absolutely killing it. So if you guys want to be seeing everyday market outlook, you can see I always post videos every single day, and that's absolutely insane. If you guys want to see more, click the link down below. So jumping back to the charts right now, I want you guys to be focusing on what's really happening right here. And remember the stuff I told you guys, focus onto a higher time frame. Do we have a higher time frame here? Yes, we do. Now once we have this level, I just waited for price to approach this level, but hey, wait, you don't want to be jumping immediately to the M1 time frame. What I did over here was I was playing between M5 and M15, because if you're coming from the H1, that is a really logical time frame to play at. Rather than being in the H4, you jump to the M1, that's a big no-no. So from H1 zone that I have, I jumped to maybe 1 to 2 time frames below, so maybe around M30 to M15. M5 is somewhat the lowest I would go, But M1, I would even play M1 on an H1 zone. Sometimes I do, but to have a much better probability, you guys just gotta be sticking between 1 to 3 time frames or 1 is to 2 time frames. Now looking over here, there was this really good impulse that we were seeing, and I did not have a fill. I remember I had this level marked up right here and we did not have any fill. Now where was my entry? Okay, so looking to this one right here with this big impulse, I went to the M15 time frame, and from this M15 time frame, what can you guys see? Now let me draw it up real quick. From this high, low, it went this high again, it went this low, it went this high, it went this low, and then created an impulse right here. So if you try to draw this up, we have something like this, and I went to the bottom, went to the high, we went to the bottom again, and we went to the high. You can see that this high was taken out by this high right here, by this lad right here. So with that in the way, I already knew in the back of my mind that, hey, it's time for us to take a really good clean setup. So with that in the way, I started marking this point of interest right here. I marked this zone, and you can see prices came all the way back and tickled our level, right? Like this. It really tickled my level. I know you guys are probably saying that I did not get filled, but I want you guys to be focusing onto the screenshot that I'm actually showing up in the charts right now. You can see that this one right here, I really just did get filled in the same area. You can see that inside over here, you can see exact same price structure, right? And you can see like over here, I did have my very clean entry. Look, this is the same level I marked. Same level I marked. So once price came here, I just pressed the market button. I did not press limit. I did not have this as limit entry. I market filled around this level right here. And remember guys, this is still following the trend. The higher time frame is very bullish for gold. So if you can see that it's really just hitting all-time high, this is insane. All the way up from 30.34 entry, it's reaching all the way to 30.54. Those over 200 pips of a play. Now with this in the way, you can see that the overall direction for gold is very bullish. Like look at this, it's just going up. You can see that it's constantly just going higher. Look at this. We were ranging over here, and then we had this breakout. That was more than enough for you to understand the market wants to pump to the upside. Now once we did see this, you can see our initial entry all the way right here. Okay, so looking to this one right here, you know, we did have our entry this level, and I had my stop loss around 30 pips, this one right here. And where was my target? Okay, I know you guys are pretty much asking me where's my target right here. Well, let me just show you this one real quick. So what am I really just targeting is all the way back to this supply zone right here, right? Because remember, it was sitting around 50 already. I was targeting this supply level, this one. I'm not just gonna be marking the level exactly because, you know, that's something that I really just teach inside the JC Invest Capital Hub. So this one right here, let me just mark something like this. But yeah, I pretty much exited more or less around 6 hours of a trade. You can see from the screenshot right here, we ran all the way to 30.54. Yup. So all the way right here, that was when I started to exit my trades. And I'm not marking the exact zones. I did have a zone marked up here. That's just going to be saving for the people inside JC Invest Capital Hub. So that's going to be everything. If you guys want to be learning more like this, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see you guys next time.